Word to my mama, I promise I gotta go get it. Hop in my whipping and be on my way. Now I'm copping a ticket to Cali. My mission to Valley, the bathe in the lake till I finally come back to my.
Yo, what up, guys? It's Data Great here, coming back at you with another video. Congratulations, you've been blessed. And y'all thought I was done for today? No, I was dead ass. I'm coming at y'all with videos daily. And I don't mean daily like 5 days a week and then the weekend off. Nah, fuck that. I mean every day. And we starting it off right. I'm pretty sure this might be my last vid of the day, but it might not. I might do the triple upload. Yeah, so if I do, just look out for that. But this video is going to be on Sword Art Online, the latest episode 8, and we're just gonna pretend like I did a video on episode 7 because honestly, I missed that. But both these episodes were important to what I'm about to talk about anyway, so it's all good anyways. But this, like, throughout this whole time, I feel like the most important thing that they did throughout these 2 episodes was introduce the time skip to the situation. They've already been there for 2 years. Of course, we know that time is distorted in that world, so we don't know actually how long it's been on the outside world for Kirito, but we know on the inside it's been 2 years. And honestly, I feel like they needed this time skip because without it, it would have been pretty boring. Like, I did not want to see Kirito and this nigga Yu-Gi-Oh travel all the way over there to go to this sword place. Like, I did not want to see that. I thought that shit was going to be dumb as fuck and lame. And it would have been a waste of episodes, to be 100. Like, it really would have. Nothing important would have been happening while they were on that journey anyway. So I'm glad they decided to skip that. And another thing that this time skip did that I feel like was important was increasing, like, Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh's rank. Because you saw in this last episode, the latest one, that they recently just became elite disciples. And they don't know what this means, but I feel like the people that's watching kind of can. At least this is my theory on the subject anyways, and it kind of makes sense, at least from my standpoint, so I'll explain. I think that Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh actually need their rank to be increased to even meet Alice in the first place. Of course, the main goal is to become Integrity Knights, yeah. But from the opening scene, we saw that Alice was in some golden armor. And the golden armor to me just screams a high rank. Like, it just screams to me that wherever Alice is right now, her rank is pretty high for where she's at. And Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh is going to need their ranks to be high as well if they want to actually associate with her. And that's why I feel like this time skip was actually really necessary, just to move the plot forward, but also give us more content even after they wind up meeting Alice. So that was all good. And the second thing that I feel like was really important to this episode was the introduction to the power that imagination has for these characters, and Kirito also, to increase their power. Because the first seat swordsman, his family passed down the belief that as long as you spill the blood of your enemies, you taking all their strength and putting it into yourself. And really, Kirito figured out that was just a form of imagination. And since they introduced this, I feel like it's going to play a big part into future episodes, because Kirito was literally thinking like, okay, what happens if you believe that you're just the top dog in this bitch? Like, you're the strongest motherfucker that exists. Will you actually become that? And this imagination power wasn't just shown through Kirito, but also his mentor. Because at first, at the start of episode 7, I believe it was, she couldn't even imagine even beating him. Like, she couldn't even think about beating him. But as soon as she saw Kirito fight him and hold his own and get the draw, she started believing it. She was like, yeah, if he can do it, I can do it too. Our sword styles are both, like, you know, they not top notch compared to other people, but obviously none of that shit matters, because she just saw Kirito use his own sword style just to get the draw with him. And then he didn't even get to use all his strength. So she was like, yeah, fuck that. I can beat this motherfucker too. And when she got into that deadlock with him, when they was, you know, swinging their swords at each other, she actually held her own, and then got the win, broke his sword and some more shit. Like, in this imagination power, I feel like it's going to play a big part as we move forward. And I think that it's going to mean a lot to Yu-Gi-Oh also, because right now he really feel like he ain't shit. Like, he even said it himself. He was like, when you said you were not leaving, I was so relieved. I can't do this by myself. Ugly ass. That imagination power is gonna be really important to him. And I just got that feeling. I know it is gonna be super important for him. And I feel like this was a good way to introduce it for just a side character first, and then Kirito use it, and then I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna be next. And the third thing I feel like was important for this episode, and probably something that may be overlooked by a lot of people, but I feel like for Kirito, this episode was important for his character development as a whole, because I've never seen him like be that emotional about some shit. Like, this motherfucker's really breaking down. Like, he really missed his family, and like those flowers was just like a metaphor of like, oh, okay, if these flowers can survive here, then, you know, that means I can survive here too. I can, you know, thrive where I'm at, and then eventually I can get back home. And to see that emotional side of him was great for his character development, especially moving forward, because we got a lot more episodes left to see, and it's good that he doesn't keep the same like energy all the time, because it seemed like Kirito is always that guy that's kind of chilling, relaxing, and then other times he just be super serious, but you never really get to see a super emotional side of him. So I'm glad that they came through when it came to that. And also the last thing is the fact that now Kirito he kind of understand how to use sacred arts. And honestly, I thought it was going to be Yu-Gi-Oh that was going to be the sacred art swordsman guy, but I made a video about this too. Go check that out also if you haven't seen it already. I literally had a theory about Yu-Gi-Oh be using his, like, he was going to be on some magic swordsman shit. But it seems like Kirito is going to be the guy to do it. I didn't believe it at first, but like, now he finally understands how to use sacred arts. He said that he really didn't, he really sucked at them. Yu-Gi-Oh was kind of good at them, so he needed his help. But through that voice that he heard, and by the way, I got a theory on who I think that voice might have been, but we'll just say that for another video. But it taught him how to really view sacred arts differently, not just system commands. And I feel like that spiked his power when it comes to it, because now he got a higher understanding of what it is and what it could potentially be. It's all it seems like the imagination power and the sacred arts kind of go hand in hand. It's all what you believe, your intent, your will to, you know, do what you're trying to do. And I feel like those are kind of the same concepts if you think about it. So that was good. And that's really the most important parts of the episode. Honestly, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. And I also like the build-up that it provided for the people that's kind of thinking about it a little bit further, like me. Like, now I'm even more hyped to see where they take this imagination power, what they do with Yu-Gi-Oh's character, how they gonna turn him into a non-bitch, how he can hopefully become a real nigga soon, because I'm low-key sick of this nigga acting like a mark. And like, I'm just excited to see where it goes. And honestly, guys, that's really all I gotta say for this episode. So if you made it this far into the video, you enjoyed it, you fuck with the content, yada yada yada, subscribe and look out for more videos, because like I said, they come in daily. So with that being said, as always, have a good one. Peace.